Welcome to the Pocket Money tutorial. Pocket Money can be downloaded from the Play Store. It only runs on Android devices. Once you load it and get it running, you'll see that it starts off in the student screen. And so as a teacher, what you want to first of all is go to Teacher Login. Now you can see there's a little sign up button there. And so you can just type in your details and hit register. Now that creates the account for you on the server and you're ready to go. Now, then as a teacher, you want to log in. Obviously, you only have to do this once you've got an account. So the main thing that you want to do, first of all, is to activate the quiz. And you can specify for how long you want it to be running for so that students can be doing it during a particular class, or maybe you want them to have access to it after school at home. So you can do it from anywhere from 1 to 12 hours. You can also cancel a quiz at some point if you wish. Doing this generates a code. If students are in your classroom and all connected to the same network, then you won't need the code. But if you want students to tap into your quiz so that you'll be able to see their results, then they will sign in with code 86 if they're off on some other network. But if they're in your classroom, they won't need this number at all. And we'll go in as a student. So in the top right-hand corner there, I can log out. You can also change your password there and a few other little things that we'll come back to. But now I'll just show you what it looks like as a student login. So now I'm going to log in as a student, and so I'll just type in my name, and this is what the student experience will be like. And so I hit start, and you'll see that once it loads, then the questions are presented to the student. So once the items come up, they can listen to the instructions by tapping on the listen button.
Tap the pocket when you're ready to continue. Click the home button if you want to stop.
Or they can click on the home button and exit. But we'll just proceed at this stage. So move into the first set of questions. And again, here are the instructions.
Tap on the most expensive pocket.
And they can then select whichever item they think is the most expensive item. And then tap next. They can go back and change their mind, but it only goes back one question at this stage and work their way through. The question can take a few different formats. So for example, this one has an amount that is to be matched. So down in the bottom left-hand corner, it then looking for the note that corresponds. And whenever there are notes, they are actually movable. So if they double tap, they can move them around and look at both sides, but they will stay inside the pocket. And the same thing goes for coins. The coins and the notes are objects that can be manipulated and moved around. So we also have questions that ask for different representations of money. So you could see that there's currency, there are objects, and decimal formats as well. Images can also be part of the question, so they need to be able to match the corresponding amounts. We then have a different style here where they select an amount of currency which matches the amount shown on the FPOS device or the cash register. And so again, they can drag money across to this side where the answer goes to match the amount. They can bring it back. They can also do what we did before, where you can manipulate the notes. But also up in the top here, you can choose between tapping or dragging. So if you have tapping enabled, then you just touch it once and the note or the coin will move across by itself. And that can certainly be easier, particularly if there's quite a few that need to go across. Same thing with coins. And again, if you prefer tapping or dragging, you can alternate between the two. And that setting will stick between questions. So once you've selected dragging, it stays dragging. Once you've selected tap, it stays tap. Once you've finished, then students can move on. And so if you then log back in as the teacher, you'll be able to see the student results. It tells you that the quiz that I just activated before is still running, and it will be current for another 50 odd minutes. You can also see a larger version of the code if you've forgotten what that is. You can also cancel the quiz if you want to stop any further student completions. And if you tap on the View Students, then that will load and you can see that here's, I've logged in twice, but you can see the actual results here. And so for estimating, it was 2 out of 8, recognizing 2 out of 7, etc. And you can also drill down and look at the actual questions and which ones were gotten right, which ones were correct and which ones were incorrect, just to help you get a better sense of where students may or may not be struggling. We hope you find this a useful tool with teaching financial literacy and money, and we look forward to hearing any feedback or comments or suggestions as well in the comments section below. Thanks.